Okay, so getting ahead of myself again. If I found the movie clip, forgive me for saying this, but I might have lost that movie clip from before, but who knows. But anyway, this is what I'm doing so far. I'm going to start off with the grey camouflage, the top wing. I've started with the blue, if I haven't mentioned, underneath. So I'm going to give it a base coat of this grey paintbrush technique. I know not a lot of people like using Tamiya paint for paintbrushing, but it is possible. So I'm going to do that and see where it leads to. I'll probably finish in a couple of minutes, probably. Who knows? Okay, so just to let you know what's going on here at this point. I painted it all brush painted, so I'm really happy with that. What I've done is brush painted the natural grey on, if I can find it. I don't think it was that one. I think it was that one. I think it was. I have so many greys, I can't remember which one's which. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, I painted that one, and it's come out a really nice colour. The two camouflage on here, I've painted it in the REF normal dark green. This is that colour, perfect. And for the brown, I use the flatter from Tamiya XF52. Now, originally it's saying that I'm supposed to have a red brown, but that was after 1940. So as this is 1940, I'm going to use the dark earth because it gives a nice approach to it. So, also the underside is painted in. Hold on a minute, let me get it. Is the no wrong one again. This one. Toned down with a bit of white. Let me get toned down with a bit of white to get a nice colour. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with that, do a bit more and see where we get to. Right, I know what you're thinking, why has he skipped ahead again when he promised to do painting? Well, to be honest, I had problems with the paint. It was actually pretty difficult for the camo. Now I have to talk you through this, guys. I use instructions, and the only problem with the instructions is A, it doesn't show you, well, it's a bit confused on the top here at the front, so I just followed it through on this side mainly, and then across the top I just did it random. B, the lower wings, it didn't show you what colours for them, so I had to have a look online and see what there was. And C, finally, is the landing gear. Now, the inside doesn't show you what colour to paint them, so I've had to again try and work out how to wear. But however, on the positive side, it's come out really, really nice, guys. I like it. And it's just, you know, well, very strange to see a Fiat in this type of camo. But next step is go put the decals on now. Same thing, I'm going to be using the decal fix to do that job with. What else? Now, I haven't used Italeri's decals before, so I'm unaware of what they're going to be like, but I never know, might come out good. So excuse me, I'm going to do that now and see you in a minute after decaling. Okay, so I've glossed it, weathered it and decaled it and matted it now. Just all of them not in that exact same order. get my mouth mixed up. The decals went on really nice. Weathering has come out brilliantly as always for the Floyd models wash. So final, well, I'll say one of the last parts is to attach this wing onto here, like so. Now I did have a bit of problem with weathering the upper wing and try to get it all sorted, but anyhow, let's just get this done and over with now. Just get all them little holes glued up first. So, oh, this is more difficult than what I thought it would be. I've got them in so far, it's a good thing. The only problem is getting these lot in here. Might need some tape at this point, guys. I think I might do actually. Emergency tape. It's going to be more of a challenge than what I first thought it would be. Take that down to there and then I'll do the other side. Right, back for you in a minute. Okay, so I can't remember which video I left this at. So yeah, if it's miles down the line, I apologise. Two reasons. A, I've just been frantically busy, and two, I just completely forgot about the recording, so I apologise if I've left it late. The main thing is that the Falco is now completed, and yes, it's brilliant. I love it. It gives it a really nice camo or inspiration to do it in a foreign Air Force markings. And to be honest, I'm actually kind of glad I made this in this version, because it just gives that, I don't know, weird stagging camouflage patterns and red, white and green markings. Very nice. Also the diorama, well, diorama is just a grass textured field. Yeah, it's very good. I got this off eBay, and there's a company in China that does model textiles, and they sell the grass for 50 by 50 centimeters squared, and that cost me £1.68. At first I thought to myself, what the hell have I done? But then I've ordered it, and to be honest, it's really, really decent. I like it. It's really got nice blades. You can actually see, you'll see by the photos in a minute, that it gives it a really nice texture. And to be honest, I'm thinking I might start doing this more often, because it does give a nice element to the thing. The reason why I've not done it down here is because I'm going to put some Hungarian Air Force badges and then put a badge down here saying the squadron and who flew it, etc, etc, stuff like that. Now, the rating of the kit. I'm going to give this about an 8 out of 10. I am. It was absolutely pleasure to build it. No problem whatsoever, apart from a tiny little bit of filler. I think that was underneath. And what else was it? Oh yeah, the main reason why I didn't like this kit was the engine. Now, don't get me wrong, it looks absolutely beautiful as it is now. It's just when constructing it, and thanks to Royal Mail, if you watched part 1 and part 2, you understand why. Because the engine covers, A, don't match because, again, Royal Mail, and B, are broken because of Royal Mail. So, one thumbs up to them. But, however, how it's turned out, and from just a looking view, it's turned out really awesome, and I like it. It's really nice. I think, just having a look, you might see my head in the way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it another, I don't know whether to or not. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is because it looks fine. But, yeah, it looks like that. The cockpit, as you know, I like the insides of the office, as everyone nicknames it. Beautiful. The only problem was that the joystick came across in front of a bar, so you can always have it pulled back into position. That's the only position you go have it in. And the gun sight is kind of moulded with the windscreen, so I was going to put my own in, but then when I found out it was just mounted to the windscreen, I thought, oh, what the hell. But apart from that, everything else went on like a treat, and I love it. The paints went on beautifully, the cockpit went together perfectly, every single piece went together perfectly, apart from the engine. The wheel, everything's just really amazing about it. I love it so much. The downside to this is I was going to add pilots or crew with it, just looking at the engine or something like that anyway. But the only problem is I can't find any Hungarian aircrew, so the ideal thing I'm guessing will have to be is to get some Luftwaffe crew and just paint in different colours. If you have any Hungarian, if you know any place that does like Hungarian aircrew, then please let me know, guys, because especially in 1/48 scale also. I'll just quickly show the other side actually. In the light blue camo like that, I had trouble with that paint because I had to change between Tamiya, then back to Humbrol, then Tamiya, then back to Humbrol again, and then finally sticking with Humbrol. So there you are. Right, with that done, I want to thank everyone who's watching this. If you enjoyed the show, enjoyed the build, more pleasing, and I'll get back to you soon with another build. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now, guys.